Hey, so we are relatively new to parrot parenting, I guess. And these are 5 things I have learned in the first month of parrot parenting, parrot stewardship. So the first one is parrots are harder and easier to take care of than I thought. So let me explain. I'm just going to say I'm not sure who was the first one to put a parrot in a cage, but they were foolish. First off, putting a sentient creature who can fly in a cage was a terrible idea. And it's no wonder so many parrots have plucking, health, and behavior issues. So mindfully keeping a parrot occupied is actually a bit stressful. I'm always thinking, is she bored? Did she have enough activity today? One thing I do, and I do this with my dogs as well, is I visualize an energy meter for each of them and try to deplete that with activities, walks, or training throughout the day. I don't know if anybody else does that. Please comment if you do that. I don't know. I also work and volunteer, and I'm a mom, so it's a lot to do. But there are some things that are fairly easy. So dealing with parrot droppings isn't a big deal. Poppy only poops in her cage. So she also doesn't fly. So she's not pooping and flying. So I don't even know if she would poop and fly because so far she only poops when she's sitting on a perch. Every time she poops, I say poop and then when I'm around. And when I go to let her out, I say poop and she goes before she leaves her enclosure. So I don't know if that's just happenstance or if I'm starting to train her to do that. So eventually maybe we'll get to the point where I'm just like, no, poop over here. And now you can come out and come do this, which she's already pretty much doing. We line the cage with newspaper and just add layers. So removing one a day because she only poops pretty much in 2 areas of her cage, her large cage. And then I do a big cleanup once a week. So, but this has led to a big lesson for number 2. So number 2 lesson is about number 2. We have tripled our garbage output. So as a family of 3 humans and 2 dogs, we managed to keep our garbage output to 1 bag every 2 weeks, like less than a bag. We're pretty thrifty with our garbage. We do a lot of recycling, a lot of composting, but that has gone up significantly with regularly cleaning Poppy's cages. So she now has 2 cages. She's got the large home, and then she's got a smaller cage that has wheels, so she can be in the kitchen or wherever we are in the house or the yard, out of the sun. But so she can look around and interact with us when we're not in a room. But that also brings us to point number 3. Parrots are very adventurous. I thought we'd be playing games and learning together, but I also thought Poppy would sit on the top of the cage and just chill for the most part. That is not the case. When Poppy is looking to leave her cage, she lifts a foot, and not in like a relaxed way, more in like a staring at me expectantly and pointing at me with her foot way. And as soon as I open the door, it's game on. So if we are not going in the backpack and I'm just letting her out, she might hang out on the top of the cage for a few minutes, but then it's explore time and she's off to the races around the house. So because we have dogs, this creates extra challenges. So the dogs are put outside while Poppy is adventuring. She is also never alone in the house. So it's time consuming to follow her and make sure she's not damaging anything with her danger beak, because that thing is for real. That brings us to lesson number 4. Parrots can bite very hard. A medium to large size parrot can probably bite a child's finger off. So you got to be wary of the danger beak. The first week Poppy was here, she would take food from my hand, sit on my arm. We were very cool because I didn't know any better. But then she bit my finger very hard one day and it bled through 3 Band-Aids. And then she bit me again, kind of out of nowhere. Everyone's like, oh, watch for the signs. You can tell. It's like, no, this came out of nowhere, man. Well, she was sitting on my arm. And that's the last time I've offered my arm to her so far, because now I have a scar on my arm from her beak. She can really take a chunk out. Like it's for real. Since then, honestly, I've been wary of feeding her by hand. And I haven't offered her to step up on my hand or arm again. I'm hoping we can rebuild that trust and get to know each other better and then one day get back to that point. The last thing I've learned is that there doesn't seem to be any clear guidelines about what to feed a parrot, or at least an eclectus parrot. So eclectus parrots have a longer digestive system than other parrot species and require a specific diet. No one can seem to agree on what that is. I know there's a lot of studies and this and that. They're always being disputed. In general, seeds should be sparingly or not at all, and fresh food is the way to go. Pellets seem to be controversial, with some parrot providers saying no to pellets altogether, while others are feeding their birds pellet-exclusive diets. Our vet said yes to try Harrison's pellets, so Poppy tried those for a bit. Now we're moved on to tops because she was eating mostly seeds for her diet up until now, and she's adapted well to a fresh diet, which I'll go into in another video, but you can tell she still wants some seeds, so I give her a few for foraging time. I'm hoping that she can kind of get out of that at some point, or we'll find something that she likes just as much as seeds. I did get some tops pellets, which she doesn't like as much as the Harrison's, but the Harrison's pellets that we got had a lot of corn and soy, and these tops ones don't. But they're mostly like alfalfa and stuff like that, and apparently they're kind of boring because she's not eating them as much. But you can tell she's still craving seeds or little crunchy items. So along with her bowl of veggies and pumpkin muffins that I'm making her and all these goodies. So I think she's having a good time overall. Please let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for supporting Poppy.